I'm Teacher Patty, and I'm a teacher from Options for Learning. And I read the story titled Miss Bindergarten Gets Ready for Kindergarten by Joseph Slate and illustrated by Ashley Wolf. And this story is about Miss Bindergarten getting ready for kindergarten. So it shows her preparing and getting everything ready for the classroom and for the students to arrive. And then it also shows the students getting ready. So the students are at home getting ready themselves, preparing for kindergarten. And in the very, very beginning, it shows Mrs. Bindergarten getting ready herself before she leaves the house, the different steps she needs to do to get ready. So she needs to, wash up, get dressed, eat some breakfast. So I thought a fun activity to do at home is to make a schedule. So a very simple schedule for your child to follow some steps to get ready for the day. So it can be getting ready for kindergarten. It could be getting ready for preschool. It could be getting ready for Zoom. It could be getting ready to go to the babysitters. It could be getting ready for anything, really. You design it for your needs. So based on, your needs for the day, for your child, that's how you're going to, just decide what kind of schedule you need. So I thought a fun activity to do would be create a schedule. So first you would just discuss it with your child. The first is the discussion, conversation. What do we need to do to get ready for Zoom? So we're just going to pretend we're getting ready for Zoom. Zoom starts at 8:30. So what are we going to do to get ready for Zoom? Because you get up at 7:30 and we need time to get ready for Zoom. So you're ready when teacher starts and you join, you're ready to go. So have a discussion. What do we need to do? And the child will let you know, I need to brush my teeth. Oh, you're right. You got to brush your teeth. Brush your teeth is one of the steps. What is another step that you do before you start Zoom? I use the restroom. Yep, you got to use the restroom. You're right. What happens after you use the restroom? Because now you have germs on your hands. What do we got to do? Wash your hands. Okay, yep, that's another step. Got to wash your hands. So like I said, have the discussion. Assist your child. Maybe they forget, or I don't remember what we do. Guide them. Don't we have to eat breakfast? Oh yeah, we got to eat breakfast. So like I said, discuss with them, guide them, give them suggestions. And then after that's done, you're going to give them little scratch pieces of papers. It could be paper, it could be Post-its, it can be construction paper, it could be paper from a paper bag. You can cut from there. It could be anything really. But just give them little pieces of paper so they can draw the images that represent the schedule. So if they said, brush your teeth, which is one of the steps, you can have them draw a picture. And they can have a picture of them brushing. It could be as simple as just a toothbrush. So that's what I drew, just a toothbrush. It can be the toothpaste little bottle or whatever. It can be anything. But when they see it, they know. Brush your teeth. When they see that image, they know what that represents. So then, okay, then what's number 2? What do we do after you brush your teeth? And they said, use the restroom. So then I just drew a toilet and some toilet paper. And then I wrote the number 2 next to it. So then, like I said, very simple images. This one I added more detail, but if you just want to draw hands, to represent washing hands, just so as long as your child knows what that represents. You don't want something very too detailed and it's like too much information and they're kind of like, I'm not sure what that means. Have them draw it. That's probably the best is for them to draw it because they know what they're drawing and they know what their representation is. So let them draw. They want help. You can always help them, of course. And then what you're going to do is number them. So you're going to number what comes first. Brushing your teeth is 1. And then 2 is using the restroom. So number them. 4 is getting dressed. And then 5 is eating breakfast. So I numbered them. We could start with numbers. I just find it easier with numbers because the children understand numbers. They understand, the order. That's the first thing they understand really with numbers is the order 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they're going to start to identify the numbers. And once they get the numbers down and understand, what the number represents, then you can add the time if you want to. So the first step, we start at 7:30. So then you can write the time, 7:30, or you can draw a little clock on there. So it's up to you what you want to represent the time here. But I just put numbers just to start off for this first step, and especially for the young ones. Time it's a nice introduction. It would be a nice introduction for the time, but also add the number because that they understand that concept first of the numbers in order. So anyway, you got your numbers, you got your cards. So now what you're going to do is get a bag, just a paper bag. That's all I got was a paper bag, a box, a shoe box, an envelope. You can use anything really because what you're going to do with this bag, and I just added, a little title on it, Teacher Patty's schedule, getting ready for Zoom, because that's all we're doing. That's our schedule. We're not going to do a schedule for the whole entire day. We're just going to start simple because we want your child to accomplish this goal. We don't want to overwhelm them. We don't want them to get overwhelmed and discouraged and then they don't do it. We want to start small steps. So once they accomplish it, you brushed your teeth. That's your first step. You brush your teeth, add it to the bag. So they add it to the bag, they drop it in, and they go to the next step. Okay, number 2 is use the restroom. So let's go use the restroom. Or if they used it, then they can say, I already used the restroom and I washed my hands. So that means I get to put 2 in because I did both already. I used the restroom, I washed my hands. So then I'm going to put both pictures in the bag. So look, we're almost ready for Zoom. You only have a few more steps to get ready for Zoom. So they said, the next one is to get dressed. So I'm going to go pick out my clothes, pick out my outfit to see what I'm going to wear for today. And then they get dressed and they add it to the bag. One more step. We got to eat breakfast before Zoom starts. So we're going to go have breakfast. So we're going to add that to the bag. So then all the cards are gone. They accomplished all their goals to start Zoom. So this idea of a schedule is just giving your child the opportunity to follow directions, manage their time, have accountability because they need to set their goals. They need to accomplish goals. They need to follow the steps. Let's do 1 first and let's do 2 second. It also helps with their memory skills because after that, they're not going to need the cards anymore because they're going to start to remember. If they do it daily, it'll be in their memory. They're going to remember and they're going to be able to do it on their own. So this is just a guide to help them, accomplish goals, feel confident because they're adding these cards. They're saying, yeah, I finished that one. I did that one. So they're we're building confidence. We're building independence because they're being independent when they brush their teeth, when they use the restroom, when they're getting dressed. Of course, if you have young children, of course, assist them, be there with them when they're brushing their teeth. Let them do it, of course, give them that chance to brush their teeth, put the toothpaste on the toothbrush. Little steps like that really help their confidence and their independence. So give them that opportunity. Assist them, say, don't forget the back teeth and don't forget brush your tongue. Don't forget to rinse your toothbrush. You're going to help them. You're going to guide them. You're going to remind them but give them the chance to do it on their own, because that is going to teach them and develop those independent skills, self-confidence, which is important, and also time management. It's very important to have time management, even though they're young, and you might think, well, they don't really need to, manage their time, but that skill that they'll be developing at a young age will help them in the future, because managing your time is very important to set goals, to accomplish goals, to prepare yourself for when they start homework, when they start projects, at school. These little things that you do at home, that's going to help them in the future when they do start going to school. When you're not there with them, they need to start doing it on their own. So we want to build that confidence. We want to build that independence for them. So just start simple. Like I said, start getting ready for Zoom. That's our first schedule. And once they accomplish that, then you can add another schedule. So, okay, Johnny, you did a great job. You already know how to get ready for Zoom. Now, let's see how we're going to get ready for bedtime. So that's another schedule. Let's get ready for bedtime. So you start those steps, and that will help them, because they need to predict what's next. Because if they're watching TV and they're enjoying the show and, okay, turn it off, time to go to bed, that's when I don't want to go to bed, and start crying and screaming. But if you have a schedule, if you have the steps, okay, Johnny, it's 8:00. It's almost time for bed. Remember, we have 5 things you need to accomplish before bedtime. Prepare them to be, okay, yes, you're right. I'm going to watch this, then I'm going to start my steps. So it's going to really help you in the long run, and it's going to help your child too. So just give it a try. Very simple, like I said, and fun. So hopefully this helps you, and you're at your home, and this activity will help you and your child. So I will see you next time, and see you on the next video. Thank you. Goodbye.